B'shus the Rosh Kolet, thank you for the opportunity, Baruch Hashem, the closure of this man, Baruch Hashem, or the beginning of a newsman, Bezrat Hashem Yitbarach. So, the title probably was longer than my word, Baruch Hashem, but yes, we have now the 3 weeks, we have the 3 weeks, and we have to know what's the whole morning we are going about the 3 weeks. So it's very interesting halacha. I just want to share with you a chidush in halacha from Rabbi Miller's question and answer. Chaval, I don't have the pamphlet, but the halacha says the person ראוי לכל ירא שמיים שיהיה מצר ודואג על חורבן בית המקדש על חורבן בהגלות. Is a person with יראת שמיים should be מצר ודואג for the חורבן, should be sad and worried for the חורבן and the galut and the Mishnah Berurah there brings the tikkun chatzot and everything. So tikkun chatzot sounds like like a taboo. Don't talk about it. And really, yeah, we might also feel like it's too long, like we don't know the psukim or whatever. But the Rabbi Miller said a beautiful chidush. He says, in the halacha, before the Arizal came with the tikkun chatzot, the Rosh Lashon is Ra'ul lechol yarei shamayim sheyehem metzer vedoeg. Every yarei shamayim person should have some sort of tsar and daiga that he's about the Khurban of the Beit and Mikdash, and also from the Galut. And it doesn't say for how long. So Rabbi Miller said, even for 1 minute, if a person, let's say, wakes up in the middle of the night, a person for 1 minute is Metzer Vedoek, he's Mekayim. He's Mekayim. He's not, it's not all or nothing. He's Mekayim a person just for if a person goes to the bathroom or for one reason, just take advantage and do this halacha. And also in the 3 weeks, in Siman Taf Kuf Nun Aleph, the Mishnah Berurah brings it down. In the Shem of the Arizal, it's very short there. It says of Kavanat Ari. It says that a person during the 3 weeks in Chatzot Hayoim, a person also should be boche like Chatzi Sha'ah. That's the lashon of him. The Shara Kavanot of the Rav Chaim Vital, he brings down this a tikkun for the nefesh of the person, and it's important. Even in the 3 weeks, now the 9 days, a person calls to Chaparayan in Chatzot during the middle of the day, also to be Metzer Vedoek. If you don't take the whole tikkun Chatzot, at least 1 moment of tzar and de'aga for the Churban HaBayit and the Galut. That's a chidush from Rabbi Miller, and it's beautiful and it makes sense. At least to keep rolling the ball, to start with something that would be maybe something good. Now, the 3 weeks of Ben HaMetzarim, we call it. They started with Yud Zayin B'Tammuz. Everyone knows the Gemara Masechet Ta'anit. Hamisha Dvarim Eru Yud Zayin B'Tammuz. The first one was Nishtabru HaLuchot. Moshe Rabbeinu broke the Luchot after he sees what's going on with the Chet HaEgel. Then we have Uvkei HaAir, Butal HaTamid, Tzaraf HaPostemos the Torah, like other 4 things more than what happened with after the Chet HaEgel, that the first Luchos were broken. That's Yud Zayin B'Tammuz. And then we have 3 weeks, comes Tisha B'Av. Tisha B'Av also Chamisha Dvarim, Yiru La'avotenu. The first one was Nigzar La'avot, Shelo Yikansur Eretz Yisrael, because they were crying, they listened to the Meraglim, instead of having bitachon in Hashem, and they start crying. Hashem said that Tzavat Chalav Udvash, and they didn't believe, and they cry. And that's Tisha B'Av. Then the 2 Churbanot of Beit HaMikdash Rishon and Sheni also happened Tisha B'Av. There's the city of Beitar, it also was destroyed in Tisha B'Av. And we know the tzarot that happens to Bnei Israel always during the years, the 3 weeks, also for Moroccans at least, it's very scared. They don't let people to go to swim, and the sakanos, the halacha says, between this time and this time, do not be in a place ben chama letzel, because there is a special shindalet that is going around. If a person has shalom sees him, he could get damaged by it. He says, lo yaku rabbanim lo yaku et talmidim. It's these 3 weeks, we're careful. We're mourning the destruction of the Beit HaMikdash, and we're serious about it. We take it serious. And now the 9 days is like more strong, even more strong, the 9 days. Now, the Gemara in Masechet Bechorot, the Gemara says as follows. The Gemara says, Bechorot Davchet, Tanu Rabbanan, Chachamim teach us, that Tarnegolet le-21 yom, the Tarnegolet, the chicken, the hen gives birth after 21 days. After 21 days, it puts the ukenegda. Also, we find ilan luz. There is a tree called luz, which is a machloket Rashi Tosfot. The Tosfot brings down the luz is a shaked, which is a almond tree. The almond tree takes 21 days to what? To give their fruit. Also, the same way the tarnegolet takes 21 days to put then an egg. So also the almond tree, 21 days to give its fruit. And the Tosfot brings down, he says, the Targum Yerushalmi brings, losing is in the translation of the word Makel Shaked by Irmiyahu. Ma ata roeh Irmiyahu. So Makel Shaked ani roeh. So what is Makel Shaked? The Targum there says Chutra de Luza. It's a stick of an almond tree. So it's a branch of an almond tree. That's what I see. And it says, the Tosfot says, the same way the Shaked, meaning the almond, like the Gemara is saying, after 21 days give its fruit, Af miyudzayim betamuz letisha ve'av, ken. The same thing is 21 days, happens from Shiva Asar betamuz until Tisha Ve'av. The 21 days, the 3 weeks. This is the 3 weeks of mourning, which is Shaked, is quick, it's going to happen very quick, very fast. Shakdan is a person that is diligent, that is like a very quick. So that's the word. The word is these 3 weeks are going to come. Like the Pasuk in Eicha says, everyone could just, during these 3 weeks is what all the condensed part of the tzaros of the Klal Israel. So now, this is another Gemara, Masechet Bechorot. This Gemara is probably famous because Baruch Hashem Rabbi Blesh is giving also his shiurim on the Biur Agro and the Agata. This is one of the most amazing Agata part of the Shas probably, which is the story with Rabbi Yoshua ben Hanania and Sabi de Beatuna. Yeah? So the Gemara there brings down that the Sabi de Beatuna, they were very smart. And the Kesar, he wanted Rabbi Yoshua ben Hanania to bring them, but you have to go in a debate with them. And Rabbi Yoshua ben Hanania took the risk, and he went to bring them. And there is amazing questions over there. Obviously, they cannot just be taken lightly without any deep understanding. But really, I'm going to go straight to the question, one of the questions, which is the Sabi de Beatuna. They start challenging Rabbi Yoshua ben Hanania just with interesting questions. The question that they say over here is like this. Aitulei trei be'eh. They bring to Rabbi Yoshua ben Hanania 2 eggs. 2 nice, beautiful eggs. They ask him, Hi, the zugita uchmete, v'hai the zugita chivarte. Please let us know which egg comes from a tarnegol that is white and which one comes from a tarnegol that is black. I want you to let us know. The eggs are here. Let me which one is the son or the egg of a white tarnegolet, or tell me which one is the one from a black tarnegolet. Good. So far, that was the question. Whatever they say, Rabbi Yoshua ben Hanania catch it right away, and he answers to them. He says, Aitelehu ihu. He brought to them 3 gevine, 2 cheese, nice, beautiful white cheese. Amar lehu, goat cheese. Amar lehu, hai de iza uchmete, ve'hai de iza chivarte. You guys have to tell me, these 2 cheese you see, cheese, you have to tell me which one comes from a goat that is black, which one comes from a goat that is white. I have a joke, but I'm not going to say it because it's serious. But the Marsha is going to explain this in a serious mode. So now that was the whole conversation. 2 eggs, tell us which one is from the white tarnegolet, which one is from the black. And he answers back, 2 cheeses. White cheese said, please tell me which one comes from a goat that is black, which one comes from a goat that is white. So now the Marsha, he's obviously, he said, what's going on in this Gemara, right? We heard in Shavuot a beautiful explanation in the peg, from Rabbi Blecher, by the Kaz Faradim. And now the Marsha explains beautiful the whole Mahar in Masechet Bechorot Daf Chet Amud Bet, and he says as follows. What's the conversation going on over here? He says the 2 eggs that we're talking about. If you remember what we learned in Daf Aleph, Amud Aleph, Daf Chet Amud Aleph, that it says there that the tarnegolet, it takes 21 days to make an egg, and also the same thing by the almond trees, 21 days. And the Tosfot connects, 21 days, Makel Shaked of the Pasuk in Irmiyahu. It means that 21 days is the 3 weeks from Yud Zayin Betamuz until Tisha Ve'av. So he says as follows. They brought 2 eggs from a tarnegolet. So what they were asking is like this. They said, the tarnegolet 21 days, the same thing with the almond tree. And the almond tree represents the 3 weeks of the Yud Zayin Betamuz and Tisha Ve'av Bein HaMetzarim, which is the destruction of the Beit HaMikdash. So they were asking Rabbi Yoshua ben Hanania, you Jewish people, you have to understand one thing. Em ramzulo, yamim elu bezugita ochmeta. Hashem galut, the black tarnegolet, the black hen, it represents the galut, black darkness. ולפי שיש עוד כ"א ימי סליחה ושמחה, but we know that there is only 21 days that they are יום טוב, ימי סליחה, להשם סולח, and they are שמחה, מיום טוב ראשון של ראש השנה, from the first day of ראש השנה, עד כ"א תשרי של ראש השנה רבה, from ראש השנה until ראש השנה רבה, 21 days also, and they are ימי סליחה ושמחה. The 21 days of Ben HaMetzarim are על הגלות, sadness, tragedy, and the 21 days from Rosh Hashanah to Yom Kippur is Slicha and Simcha, but they are 21 and 21. So they say to Rabbi Yoshua ben Hanania, listen, it's impossible for you to understand what Hashem wants from you. You don't have any hopes with Hashem Yitbarach. Why? Because at the end of the day, you get the result, the same thing, 21 days of Tzar, and 21 days of Simcha. And what Hashem wants from you? He wants you to be b'tzar, or He wants you to be b'simcha. If it will be 22, 21, we will know Hashem loves us more or less. But if it's 21, 21, it's impossible for you to understand what Hashem wants from your nation. You don't know if the good is really good or the bad is not so bad, because they are equal, 21 and 21. That was the question with the two eggs that come from the Tarnegolet. The Tarnegolet, 21 days to make an egg. The same thing with the Makel Shaked, the almond tree, that also take 21 days to give almonds. So that was their question. What Bnei Israel is doing? We don't know what Hashem wants from Bnei Israel. 21, Simcha is equal. If it will be a little bit tilted to one side, you understand what Hashem wants from you. But it's impossible. So comes Rabbi Yoshua ben Hanania, and he responds to them. What the response was? He brought two cheeses that come from goats, and he asked them, let me know which one comes from a goat that is black, and which one comes from a goat that is white. Says the Marsha, what is this goat talking about? We know Yom Kippur, we bring two korbanot, one is Lashem, one is Lazazel, and one is white, one is Lashem, and the other is Lazazel, it's to the dark side, it's like a Tusarosh Shel Esav, it's for the dark side. And both of them, give the kapor. Both of them, they give us, the result of it, is kapara for the whole Klal Israel. They bring kapara for Am Israel. So Rabbi Yoshua ben Hanania tells them, the same way the korban of Yom Kippur is the same. Like at the end, the result is kapara, white. Even if you will be red, Hashem will make everyone white like the snow. We're going to be clean, completely clean. So we come out clean out of this Yom Kippur avodah. And even though one is dark, one is for the Azazel, and one is white, and one is good, but still the same results. So he said to them, the same way we see that the 21 days of between Rosh Hashanah and Hoshana Rabbah, which is 21, the result of it, the outcome is white, which represents Kapara. The same thing when we have the 21 days between Yozai and Tammuz and Tisha B'Av, that also is for our Kapara. Because for whatever we receive during these 3 weeks with the Ben HaMetzarim, we still also receive kapara for it, for the mourning that we're doing for the Bet HaMikdash and for all the tzoros that happened throughout the generations, and for the Chilul Hashem, the Churban Abayis, and the Galut that we're going through. We also receive kapara out of it. So he said, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You ask me about the eggs, which one it is, it doesn't matter for us. At the end, the same result is cheese. White cheese is bring kapara for Am Israel, and that's the 21 days of Simcha, which is Rosh Hashanah and until Hoshana Rabbah is Yemei Simcha. Even the halakha says the halakha should be davening. A person when he davens, he should be davening with Simcha. He should be davening not to cry. That's our question. Even the Gro is the one that was makbid that the Shaliach Tzibur should make a kaddish with a song in order to show that it's a Yom Simcha. And the Arizal writes, it's interesting, the Arizal, his Talmud says that he used to cry like a baby during the whole tefillot of the Yamim HaNoraim. So the Rav Ovadia Yosef brings in his sefer the whole question, so how you conciliate the opinion of the Gro with the Arizal. So he brings one answer from Rabbi Yisrael Salanter. So the Rabbi Yisrael Salanter says it depends on the person. If a person is a crybaby, I always cry for everything, so he should be obey his midot and not to cry. But if a person is a person that is hard for him to cry, so a person also should try to cry. That's one answer. But the answer that he says is not a stira. It's really, you're not allowed to make yourself cry, but if you are so davuk to Hashem in your davening that you cry, so that's okay, that's perfect, that's good. That means that you are pure, the neshama is getting davuk to Hashem. So if the crying comes to the devekut that you're going into tefillah, perfect. But a person should not get depressed and cry himself. It's not the time. You have to have bitachon that Hashem forgives, and Hashem will give us a good din in Rosh Hashanah. So that was the answer there in the Rav Ovadia Yosef. But now, so we see clearly that there is 21 days, Yudayin the Tammuz at Tisha B'Av, and 21 days from Rosh Hashanah until Hoshana Rabbah. I heard this many years, more than a decade ago, from the Rav Nisan Kaplan, Shlita, and he said a beautiful insight, a beautiful reflection that is very important for us to understand. Pay attention what happened in the Torah. We have Tisha B'Av because of what? The Torah says, "Batisa kol ha'eda vayitenu et kolam, vayivku ha'am b'layla hu." Bnei Israel, they were crying that night. They believed to the Meraglim instead of believing to Hashem. They were crying and crying. What are we going to do? We're going to die. They were crying. Hashem said, "Atem bachitem bechiyah shel chinam." The Yerushalmi said, "Bechiyah shel tiflut." And now I'm going to give you ledorot. I'm going to punish you guys with to Bnei Israel. He said, ledorot. Soon Bezrat Hashem is going to end Bezrat Hashem before Tisha B'Av. And then that's the reason why Tisha B'Av. Then we said the Gemara in Masechet Ta'anit says, one of the things that happened in Yudzayin Tammuz, the first one, the history was Nishtabru Aluchot. Moshe Rabbeinu saw the egel and he broke the luchos. Pay attention to the Pesukim. The Pesukim said, "Vahi kasher karav el hamachane vayar et ha'egel umcholot vayicharaf Moshe." Moshe got upset when he gets closer to the machane. He sees the egel and he sees people dancing with the egel. So then, vayicharaf Moshe, he got so upset, vayashlech miyadav et haluchot, vayishaber otam tachat, and he broke them. Because he saw that they were dancing. Not only the chet ha'egel, not on top of that, they were also dancing with the chet ha'egel, so because of that, he broke the luchos. So, says Rabbi Nisan Kaplan, he says, so we were crying for what is not a reason to cry, for the wrong thing. And we were dancing with what is the wrong thing. So comes the 21 days of Hoshana Rabbah, right? What comes right after Hoshana Rabbah in Eretz Yisrael is Simchas Torah. It's also Simchas Torah, right? An extra day, to say sometimes Tisha B'Av gets until the 10th when it falls on Shabbat. That extra day is Simchas Torah. So comes Hoshana, what we're doing is really the opposite of the reasons for the Shivasar Tammuz and Tisha B'Av. Because in Tisha B'Av we cry for what is not supposed to cry. Why are you crying? You have to have bitachon in Hashem. And comes Rosh Hashanah, and we cry for what? For our averot. We cry in the slichot. We cry, Hashem, please forgive, because we did averos. The real reason for the averos. And comes Simchas Torah, and what we do? We dance for what we should be dancing. Torah, the Torah of Hashem Yitbarach, that we're so lucky. That's what we're supposed to be doing. So it's mamish the tikkun, that we have to take this reflection into our hearts, that what's the whole problem, the reason, the sources, why we have the 3 weeks, Ben HaMetzarim, is because we were dancing for what we should not. A person was excited about, I don't know, a game, food, right? A person was, instead of the bar mitzvah, it was the mitzvah bar, you know, like this, it's a fancy mitzvah bar, everyone drinking and doing the stuff. What about the bar mitzvah? What about the Torah? Right? That's so crying for what is wrong, for entering Eretz Israel, for that we're crying. Hashem said Eretz Sabat Chalash we should cry. No! Comes the Takana and says, in Yom Kippur, in Yom Kippur, Rosh Hashanah, the days of the Yamim HaNoraim, we cry for our Averot, for focusing in things that we're doing things that weren't against the Ratzon of Hashem. And we dance, and we fix that we were dancing with the wrong thing. We were celebrating the chol and how tasty it was instead how good the drosha was and things like that. So the person, we come this day that Hashem and preparing for Yamim HaNoraim already is the end of this man, but it's preparation for the next of this man. We should take this reflection into our hearts that the whole source was that we cried for what is wrong and we celebrate what is also wrong, and comes Rosh Hashanah and we do what is right. We cry for Averot, and we also celebrate Torah and Mitzvot. But that Hashem, we should also remember always, everything brings the same results. The Kapara, as the Kapara and the Mechilat Avonot comes also from keeping these 3 weeks, thinking about the Galut, B'ezrat Hashem, we should be zochet to see Mashiach Tzidkenu, and dance with the Torah, and Mashiach Tzidkenu, Amen.